Hello everyone, my name is Beckett and welcome back to the channel. And today in Division 2, we're going to be checking out the secret vendor, Cassie Mendoza. And if you don't know how to find her, you have to first locate the Snitch. So after we check out all the loot, if you stay around, I'll show you a couple places where you can find him and you'll be able to get to Cassie and check out her goods. But before we get started, if you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe. And if you like the video, smash that like button. Alright, the first thing we have is the Burnout. Now this is the named FAMAS weapon. And now this has a wonderful talent, perfectly on empty, reloading from empty grants plus 40% weapon handling for 10 seconds. So what that does is increase stability, accuracy, and your reload. Now this is huge, especially with the FAMAS, because it can be a little shaky, and it just makes this thing a laser beam at long range anywhere you want to use this. Now if you went ahead and picked this up, go ahead and get rid of that swap speed and swap that out for damage to target out of cover, and you can wait till they nerf the optimization station, or if you just have the materials to blow, I would go ahead and optimize. This is just a really great weapon. You can never really go wrong with a nice FAMAS. Next we have the Gila Guard named mask, and this is the Night Watcher, and it comes with 100% scanner pulse haste. It is unique to this mask. And now it says not a bad roll. Usually we see this and it's a very terrible roll. Honestly, not a bad armor roll, and if I was going to pick this up, I would re-roll that health to whatever you prefer. But all in all, not a bad roll if you're looking to build around this. It's not a bad named item, not the best, but not a bad. Next, we have the Eclipse Protocol backpack. Not a bad backpack and really great set still, and you would just always want to re-roll to status effects when you are making a build like this. Next thing we have is the Aces and Eights chest piece, really the only sniper gear set we have in the game, and it's a really great gear set if you can get some great rolls on it. Now ideally you would want headshot damage, and we just have a mid-tier roll, so honestly just go out to the summit, go out to target loot, and go out and find a better roll. We got another mid-tier roll, ongoing directive, and this is just not a great roll. Usually you're going to want to put everything into status effects and get a max weapon damage roll. So again, just pass on this, go out in the open world, you'll be able to find something nice. And then we have Foundry Bulwark, a really great tanking set, probably one of the best. Now you could get this if you don't have anything better, you're looking to replace those knee pads, but like I said, you can always go out, but it's only 5k, so if you want to go and pick that up, reroll it to Armor Gen, Hasbro, whatever kind of build you are running around that. Next, we have the Eclipse Protocol holster, and again, just want to re-roll that to status effects. It's just a really great set, one of the best skill sets in the game in my personal opinion. And then we have the Future Initiative mask, one of the best healing sets in the game. No hands down, it just puts out so much healing, buffs your team's damage. All in all, a great set. Now, depending on how you are playing, if you were doing legendary missions, I would say reroll skill haste. Now, if you're going up in the raid, I would say do repair skills. Other than that, that's all we really have. We don't really have anything else to look for. Now, if you are looking for the Snitch, you can go ahead and stick around, and I'm going to show you guys a couple locations where I find him every time. Now, if you're looking for other videos, I do build videos, tutorials, Division 2 news, everything for old players to new players and everything in between. And thanks again for watching. To get to Cassie Mendoza and get her sweet goods, we need to find the Snitch, aka Jared Nash, and he's randomly about the map in different places, but he always has the same spawn location, so he'll always be in the same places, but he's just going to be in different places. There's different maps and stuff you can find throughout the internet and online through Reddit and stuff like that, but they really don't help. There's a few spots where we can always find them, and I'm going to show you how to do that. The best spots where I always find him, I went through about 50, 60 different locations where I've seen online where people, oh, he's always here. No, he's never here, and the map doesn't help. They said that there'll be activities throughout the map and it will disappear when you get close to him, but it's not that easy because you can only see the question marks above his head when you're like 20, 30 feet away from him. But we're going to find him, and it's not going to be that hard. And the trickiest part is going to be to complete his bounty that he drops. So let's get started and show you where he's at, guys. All right, guys. First place we're going to stop by and try to find the Snitch at is at the Truman Safe House. It's in Foggy Bottom, and we're going to be looking for him right next to a little lockbox. directly across the street, directly to the west. You can see right where I marked it. So if you have not unlocked that or have not found it yet in the world, it's not going to show up. So just click on the map there and just start walking there. It's really easy to find. There'll be a couple trucks around the area, as you'll see. All right, once you run up the hill, it'll be right on our left. You'll see the lockbox, and you can just usually shoot up the fence. I usually come here first every time because it's new day, refresh, get free loot. Maybe I get something, but usually never get anything else. And Jared Nash, or the Snitch, he'll be right behind there, right behind this truck. As you can see, you got to be really close to see him, guys. He won't even pop up unless you're like 20 feet away from him. And there he is. Luckily, we got him right when we headed to the Truman house. And we're going to accept his bounty. Once you complete that bounty, we'll be able to find Cassie. But I'm going to go into more detail in a sec. We're going to go into a couple other locations. Okay, the next location is going to be the Lincoln Memorial. And we're going to just fast travel straight to that spawn point. And as soon as we get there, we're just going to turn around. And we're just going to start running down, heading towards the Washington Monument. Just heading down there. We're going to hug the right side. We're going to see like a little forest, a group of trees, and we're just going to keep running. Usually he's not here, but every once in a while he will be. One thing to note is if he's in combat or there's any like fighting NPCs fighting with each other around the map, we're not going to be able to find him. But today he was here. Usually when there's nobody here, he'll always be here. But if there's just one NPC, just one dude hanging out, he gets skittish and he runs away. I think it's just part of it. If there's any combat, he just won't spawn in. I don't know why it is, but let's move on to the next spot. All right, our third spot is going to be over in DZ East. We're not going to actually go into DZ. We're just going to go to the checkpoint. And the checkpoint is called Charlie Checkpoint. It's the northernmost one up top. You'll be able to find it, and we're just going to leave and head out the door, and we're just going to start heading directly to our right. And you're going to see some ladders up on the side of the building. Yep, right up there. And we're going to climb up, and he's going to be up inside these office buildings. Usually would probably be able to see him right now if he was there, but I don't think he is there this time. So hopefully he's there next time, but I usually don't find him here, but every once in a while you get lucky and it's a really close spot. All right, guys, we are on the final spot, and this is probably the best spot to find the Snitch any time of the week. If you come here Tuesday, right when the servers reset, I almost find him here every single time. Sometimes I'll just log out and come back to this spot, and it's really easy to find him. So we are heading to 1040 Safe House, and we are going to be going out the southeast exit today, and it's really hard to miss. This guy's really easy to find and almost there probably 90% of the time. I'd say 9 out of 10 times I come to look for him, he is here. So I would always check here. I just like to check the Truman house just because, you know, there's always loot. So we're just going to head out of the southeast exit and just run straight ahead, going down this windy little path, and we're going to end up taking our left. I ended up taking a little detour because I had tunnel vision and I can't stay on track at all. So we'll head back, but when we go down that path, we're just going to head left, and we're just going to go straight ahead, and we're going to take our very next left, and you'll just see a little gate, and you'll run through, and we're going to run through all the way to the end, and eventually you'll see that little green triangle over his head, and he's back here, and there's a weapon box that you can open too, and you'll see him there, and we're just going to accept his bounty, and we're going to grab it. If you already did the bounty, great, and you just got to go and head over to Cassie.